Okay, so a bombshell new report is raising some really serious questions about Jeffrey Epstein's alleged ties to Israeli intelligence. The claims are pretty explosive, and today we're going to unpack exactly what the source material is putting on the table. So let's get right to it. What exactly is the alleged connection here between Jeffrey Epstein and Israeli intelligence? The report we're digging into today from Dropsite News claims to have found a direct link, and that's what we're here to break down. All right, so here's the absolute heart of the allegation. A senior Israeli military intelligence officer didn't just meet with Epstein. They allegedly stayed at his Manhattan apartment. We're talking multiple times, on at least 3 separate occasions. This wasn't just some casual visit. This suggests a much deeper connection to someone with a serious intelligence pedigree.
First things first, let's get a handle on the key players involved, because this isn't just about Epstein. The source points to a whole network of connections that we need to untangle.
The 2 main figures at the center of this are Yoni Koren, a career intelligence officer, and his longtime boss, Ehud Barak. You know, the former prime minister of Israel? Now, Barak's friendship with Epstein, that's been documented for a while. But this new reporting puts his top aide, Koren, right in the middle of that relationship.
And let's be clear about Koren's background here. Because according to the source, he wasn't some low-level paper pusher. He reportedly started in Amman, which is Israel's military intelligence directorate. He worked with Mossad on covert campaigns, and even acted as a covert fixer in Washington. This is a serious intelligence resume.
So, you're probably asking, where is all this coming from? Well, the report claims to have followed a paper trail based on 2 main sources: hacked emails from the former Prime Minister Ehud Barak and Jeffrey Epstein's own calendars, which were actually released by a House committee. And when you piece together these documents, this is the timeline that allegedly emerges. 3 distinct stays by Yoni Koren at Epstein's apartment. And these weren't just quick overnight visits. We're talking extended stays, one for 2 full weeks, apparently while Koren was conducting business for Ehud Barak.
And here's a direct piece of that alleged evidence for you, a line right out of Epstein's own calendar. It's a simple reminder, but it specifically places Yoni in that apartment for 2 weeks back in 2014. It's pretty direct.
Then there's this. Another key piece of evidence cited is an email from Epstein's assistant to Koren himself confirming a 10-day stay in 2015. And Koren's alleged response was pretty simple. Thanks a lot, and thanks to Jeffrey.
But the alleged connection went beyond just a place to stay. The report also points to this leaked 2015 email, where Ehud Barak himself seems to be sending Yoni Koren's bank account details over to Jeffrey Epstein, apparently for a wire transfer. Now, the source couldn't confirm what the money was for, but that email itself is presented as a crucial link between all 3 men.
So you've got an intelligence officer staying at Epstein's apartment, you've got financial details being passed around, which naturally leads the report to ask, what was the real purpose of this whole network? I mean, it really is the logical question, right? Why on earth would a seasoned intelligence professional be so deeply connected to a convicted sex trafficker like Jeffrey Epstein? The source material we're looking at offers a very specific and, frankly, very dark theory.
Now, to be absolutely clear, the source for this theory is commentary from the Young Turks. They argue that it's just so obvious that Epstein was running a blackmail operation, using the abuse of minors to get leverage over powerful people, and that his intelligence connections were all part of that scheme. And to support this intelligence angle, the original reporting from Dropsite News points to a much wider context. They've previously alleged that Epstein was involved in brokering international deals for Israel, suggesting his activities went way beyond finance and deep into the world of geopolitics.
And, believe it or not, all of this brings the story right into the present day and into a major political controversy that's brewing around the unreleased Epstein files.
The source video makes a very specific political claim, that the current House Speaker, Mike Johnson, is blocking a vote on the full release of all the remaining Epstein files. And this has kicked up a political firestorm, with some members of Congress openly questioning why there's a delay.
And look, this isn't just some fringe theory floating around online. It's being voiced by sitting members of Congress. You have Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene quoted here questioning if the fight over these Epstein files was the real reason for a recent halt in House business.
And that is where we're left. You've got these allegations of deep intelligence connections, you have documented stays, financial links, and it all circles back to this mountain of documents that remain sealed. And it all prompts that one central question. If any of these allegations are true, what other secrets are still waiting to be found in those unreleased Epstein files?